everyone, I'm Ebony and welcome to my channel. Today is Flosstube number 25 and I'm here for a cross stitching update. I am a day early, but you won't see it until Friday anyway, but my days off have changed this week, so yeah, I'm gonna film today and then edit at some point tomorrow and upload on my normal day. But yes, I thought I'd get in before because I'm doing like 7 days in a row at work, so I probably won't have a chance to do anything video wise, so I thought I'd get in while I could. I have quite a few projects to show you, so I'm going to get straight into it. There's not any particular order, I've just got everything kind of dumped next to me here. So yeah, we're going to get straight into it. I am going to start off with Stained Glass Butterfly. This is by Pink Lily Patterns on Etsy, and yeah, I worked on this yesterday and today a little bit just to finish off my 1000 rotation. I've not took it out of the Q-snap yet, but you can see everything I did. So this one got 1005 stitches and is now at 5.37%. So you should be seeing a before and after. So I just worked up here, and this is the edge of this page here. So I filled in most of this. There was a lot of confetti in this yellowy colour here with pinks and browns. So where there was thread left, which usually there was because there would only be like 1 or 2 stitches up here, I brought them down here, some in here and some down here. So it is looking really good. Oh, really, really good. So yeah, that is Stained Glass Butterfly by Pink Lily Patterns. This is a nice colours. In the stained glass bit, apart from around the butterfly, these what look like black lines have a lot of colours in them. There's pinks, reds, purples, blues, greens. It's not just black lines, but it is still nice to work on. It's a nice change to have some confetti and some block in one piece, because some of them are either all confetti or all block. So there is that one. The next one, so when I shown you the screenshot of my rotation list, when I was going back to work on it, I realised that I didn't put Grace or Mini City Life New York on there, because when I first made that list, I had plans to work on Mini New York every day, which I'm not doing anymore, and Grace was every month, which I'm not doing anymore either. So I added them into the list. So I worked on both of them the last couple of weeks. The first one I'm going to show you is Mini City Life New York. This is artwork by Isabella Korolowicz and it is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I put in 1000 stitches, bringing it to 31.63%. And I really enjoyed this. This is going to be, when I finish Wildlife of Predator, this will get the rest of the year to try and get it finished. And I really enjoyed working on it. So I'll show you the before and after. So we're working on this. I'm working on this in 1 by 2 towers. So what is that? 10 by 20 stitch towers. Ugh, it trips me up every time. I can't get my head around how to say it. So on this row here, we're working across the whole piece. So I started off about here and ended up here-ish. So you should be seeing a before and after for that too. But let's see the full piece. This is where we're at now. And like I said, I really enjoyed working on this. I don't know what it is. I mean, these colours are so drab and boring, but I just enjoy it. So that's that. So 31.63%, which I'm really happy with. And while we're in this, because these are kept in the same bag, they have the same floss card, because they use the same colours. The next one is Grace. This is also artwork by Isabella Karolowicz and charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And I've cropped this piece, so as you can see, I'm at the edge of where I'm stitching, and there's still all that fabric. That's how big it should have been, and very long. But I've cropped it, so let's get a before and after of this. So this one got 1,000 stitches and is now at 29.86% of the amount that I'm stitching. So as I said, this is the edge of where I will be stitching up to. So the next diagonal will go, give it a straight edge. With diagonals, I only tend to do diagonals if it's background or a lot of block colour. I find it easier to have a stopping point within the big swaths of colour. If it's confetti, I won't do diagonal. So when I get into the girl again, I'll come out of the diagonal. So that is that piece. And that one's boring to work on because I'm stuck in the background. But I'm trying to just edge it off and bring it down, so hopefully soon I'll be back on the lady. And them two can go away. The next one will go for my Fancy Friday project, which usually on filming day I'll be working on this, but it's not Fancy Friday, it's tomorrow, so hopefully I'll get back to her tomorrow. And it is Maiden of Tabataha. If you don't know, Fancy Friday is just on a Friday I work on my fancy project. I try and have one going at a time, and anything with beads, anything I consider fancy, at some point that might be a full coverage, who knows. It's my definition of fancy. Maiden of Tubbataha by Bella Filipina, this one is, and it is stitched on, oh, I didn't say as well, on my full coverages, I do 25 count 1/1 full cross on Easy Guide Lugana by Zweigart. This one, however, is on 28 count fabric, even weave, from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics, which are unnamed, and I have some parked threads, so move them out of the way. But she got 2,519 stitches, and here she is now. So she got all her skin finished, which is 1/1 full cross. I don't think I'll be doing that again, but it's done now. So all her skin is done. Fabric is blowing out quite a lot. Oh, I also did these corals. I've said on my last video I didn't know whether to go do the coral or get the skin out of the way. I managed to do both. So yes, got these done apart from the beads. I'm also trying to leave the beads till last, but I don't think I will. I think what I'm going to do is get this side of corals done and then start on the beading. It's driving me absolutely insane to leave the gaps. If you see in her chest and body, all them are beads. I've done the cry neck and the rest is beads, so it's just driving me mad. Like when I was stitching the coral, it's a lot more thinking when you know you're like missing gaps and stuff like that. Even though when I bead, I do a little area and then I bead. Once I've beaded, I know that section's done. Like there's a lot of beads up here, up above her head and around the around this area. and there's stitching up there too, but I'm not gonna count up to the stitches when I'm not beading there yet, so that's annoying me to leave it. So yeah, I can't see that lasting too much longer. I give it a go, but with projects you just got to go with a method that you enjoy and that makes sense to your brain, because otherwise it's not as enjoyable. So we'll see what happens with her in the next couple of weeks, but I have a feeling that we might not see beads next time, but I'm not sure. We might. We'll see. And this bag is absolutely bursting. She has a lot of beads, a lot of colours, and is it 3 cranks? But it is just stuffed full. It only just shuts. She has a lot more beads than Soul Tropica did, so I might do a project where I bead at the last if it's not got many beads, but there's no perk to doing it that way. I guess it's just like a little challenge to myself. So yeah, got quite a bit done on her. The first time I worked on her, I was counting the 1/1 skin stitches as they were charted. So every 4 stitches, I only counted for 1. But I quickly realised my stitch count is going to be way low. So the next time I counted stitch for stitch. So my numbers are a little bit off, but the numbers are just for me, basically. They don't mean anything. The next one I worked on was Sweet Summertime. This is artwork by Andrea Lavery and it's charted by Contemporary Cross. And I loved working on this. I am so happy that I've got over the initial slump that I had with this piece, because every time I pull it out now, it is so enjoyable. Whereas when I first started it, I couldn't get on with it. So this got 1,080 stitches and is now at 6.24%. And I'm getting bits all over me. I worked up here, so I filled in all this section, which was a lot of one colour. I think it was 782, which is like a yellowy brown. But yeah, it's looking amazing. So you should be seeing before and after for that as well. Bring it in. And this flower is huge. So there's one petal here, and there's another petal here, and then it goes on like that, and then this is the center section. So, and this one I just picked another 3 columns. I really liked that method last time. I can't remember what project I did it on, but where I just picked a 3 block column and worked my way down, and I find it really manageable, and you can see progress instead of working across a whole huge section. I did that also on another project, which I'll get to. I'll do that one next. But it's interesting because that progress looks like quite a big chunk with 1,000 stitches, and the next one I felt like, even though I used the same method, it didn't look like quite as much. So, but it doesn't matter. It still got 1,000 stitches. So did I say that one got 1,080 stitches and got to 6.24%? The next one is the one I was talking about. It is I See You in My Dreams. This is artwork by Genovia Art and is charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. And it got, where is it on my list? Exactly 1,000 stitches and is now at 6.19%. And here is where I'm up to altogether. But here is where I work. So this chunk is the 3 column down that I was working on. And yeah, I don't think it looks like as much as the other one, but there is a lot more scattered stitches outside of that area because it was less block than the other one, so that probably explains that. You should be seeing a before and after. I was tempted to go back to a face, but I decided to go back to the background area. But this is looking fabulous. I'm really happy with it. And it is growing a little bit every time, which is so good. I think that is 3 pages across, and then now I'm in the 4th page. But obviously I still have quite a ways to go to get across the top. But I will get there. This is probably my... Oh, there's my back. Because I know some people like it. Or like to see, compare it to theirs, I guess, to see if they're doing it messy or whatever in comparison to other people. I don't really bother about the back. I don't care. As long as there's no knots, but sometimes they happen and whatever. Yeah, that's my favourite out of my really large projects. It's one that I do want to see finished, so and then I worked on stained glass ochre. This one I'm colour completing all the black first, so I put in 1025 stitches and got it to 11.29%. And I'll show you, I'm working by page now, filling in the black. So that's where we're at all together. There is still a load of black because in the ochre there is huge swaths of black still, like massive. So the bit I worked on was over here, this page I completed. And then I moved on to the 2nd page on this row. This is going to be filled in with black completely. I decided just to outline it, and then there's the big huge chunk of black. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave that because I go on holiday in September, so I'm thinking of taking this for there so I can just fill in the chunks, not look at a chart or anything like that, and try and get some of that filled in while I don't have to think. I'm just relaxing. Take it to the beach or by the pool and get some of that done. But it is looking really good. So yes, progress is progress. And I enjoyed that, even though it's just black, because it's like the lines and stuff, like you still have to think and count, and it's easy to get a page done because it's just black, it's not a full page. So I enjoy that. The bit that I don't enjoy is doing the big chunks, which is why I'm thinking of just doing it while I don't have to think, while I'm like with the family and stuff like that. So yes, and then my last project, I'm flying through this, but I am eager to get back to my stitching. So the last one is my focus piece. This is Wildlife of Predator, which is a Luca S kit. I'm using all the kit floss and fabric. It is 16 count Ada, and I am focused for a finish on this one. We're now at, where are we at? I didn't write the percentage down. I'll pop that up on the screen. But I put in 3,464 stitches, which is obviously a whole heap less than the last update from that 2 weeks. We've been busy, so it's not got as much, but it's still getting plenty to get it finished. So here is where we're at now. So I think I started up here. I've done these flowers. So I'm working this row by row typewriter in the page. I think I'm just going to go the full length for the piece down and then move on to the last length. His eyes come in. I don't know how I resisted to not just do his eye, but I am here in my typewriter method, so this is the next section to be done. So he is looking amazing. I'm not taking him out of the frame because I'm stitching him now, so I'm hoping to get a good chunk done today while I'm off. But yeah, so good. Yeah, I don't know what percent I'm at. I think I'm at 60 something, I think. So he's looking amazing. But yeah, so that's it. That's all I stitched on. I am looking forward to getting through some more whips. This rotation is just working for now, so we're gonna stick with it. Life, what have we even done? Oh, my son had his foot appointment. They're not overly concerned. We're gonna get some, they've ordered him some insoles to go into his shoes that should help. We did buy him some, but he needs like specialist ones, so we're hoping that that will help. So that took obviously an afternoon. And then what else? My poor Nana, my Nana's in the hospital. She's broken her wrist and fractured her spine in a few places, so a lot of my time has been spent up at the hospital. And I also have some really good news. I reached my target, my weight loss target. I, on Tuesday, reached my first target. So it was my target that I set when I started, and I've reached it. So I've lost, since July, I've lost 4 stone. In total, I've lost 6 stone, 6 pounds or something. I'm not sure what 4 stone is in pounds. 4 times 14, 40, 56 pounds. So that's what I've reached since July. But I reached that target. I still want to lose a little bit more. I am working out. I've got a lot of loose skin, and yeah, so, which I'm not ashamed or embarrassed about. It's just I'm not where I want to be, so I'm going to carry on going. If I couldn't ever lose another pound, I'm so much happier than what I was when I was bigger. So yeah, I'm just very proud that I got my target. The pressure for me has been relieved a little bit from hitting that target. And I just look forward to enjoying exercise, enjoying eating healthier, and yeah, just making progress within myself as well. So because I know a couple of people said last video that, oh, if you reach your target, you look like you might have, but I reached it on Tuesday. So yeah, thank you for asking. And yeah, I'm really happy to say that I have, but I've set a new target now, so not a million miles away, but like I said, I'm not quite where I want to be. When I first set my target, I didn't know what that number would look like or what I would feel like. Like I said, I feel amazing, but I've still got a little bit more in the tank, so we're going to carry on going. But yeah, so that's really good news. And other than that, I think everything is pretty much same old. So I'm gonna go. I'm hungry. I've got my bowl of fruit looking at me. So I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna get some more stitches on this guy, and we're gonna see. I'm gonna put in a solid couple of weeks. Hopefully, if things come up, things come up. But I don't think I've got anything coming up apart from visiting my nana and normal work. So yeah, I'm hoping to at least finish this page. This page finishes here. So if I can finish that page, I'll be happy. And then obviously my 1000 rotation will carry on. So I'm going to go before my stomach starts growling. But thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I passed my 1 year milestone, whatever, Flosstube anniversary, whatever you call it. So I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has joined me from the first video up until if you're a newcomer and you just found me. I really appreciate it. I've had a blast over the last year sharing my stitching. I've made loads of new friends. So yeah, let's have another great year. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna keep saying I'm gonna go, but I am gonna go. I'm gonna put all this away and get back to stitching. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a great couple of weeks. I will be back hopefully with a lot of stitching. And yeah, take care and I'll see you later. Bye.